power belongs to you. You chose a path, a higher lane where satisfaction breaks the chain. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Life becomes what you create. Silence builds a stronger state. You observe, release, let go of what you can't control, you know. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Strong in silence, clear in mind. Every loss a gift you'll find. Step by step your power grows. The market speaks, the trader knows. Today's your day, the crown is yours. Open wide the trading doors. Every chart becomes your stage. Write your story, turn the page. Turn emotions into gold. Legends crafted, brave and bold. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Today's the day, you know it's true. The moment of power belongs to you. You chose a path, a higher lane where satisfaction breaks the chain. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Life becomes what you create. Silence builds a stronger state. You observe, release, let go of what you can't control, you know. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Strong in silence, clear in mind. Every loss a gift you'll find. Step by step your power grows. The market speaks, the trader knows. Today's your day, the crown is yours. Open wide the trading doors. Every chart becomes your stage. Write your story, turn the page. Turn emotions into gold. Legends crafted, brave and bold. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Today's the day, you know it's true. The moment of power belongs to you. You chose a path, a higher lane where satisfaction breaks the chain. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Life becomes what you create. Silence builds a stronger state. You observe, release, let go of what you can't control, you know. When you open a trade, you rise so be afraid, click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold, future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand, trading years at your command. Strong in silence, clear in mind. Every loss a gift you'll find. Step by step your power grows. The market speaks, the trader knows. Today's your day, the crown is yours. Open wide, the trading roars. Every chart becomes your stage. Write your story, turn the page. Turn emotions into gold. Legends crafted, brave and bold. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, how are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. I swear to God, I have forgotten a lot of the stuff that I need to be looking at, that I need to be using to go live. And I know that I haven't been away for that long, but somehow it's just happening. I am late. Yeah, I have been late. Well, sorry. Oh my God, somebody's saying that I'm late for 3 minutes and this person has had enough. Yeah, well, it's a trait that us women have. Okay, so first live stream of this month. Let me just open things up here to get everything ready. Yeah, you guys, I want to show you something. This is absolutely nuts. I want to show you, hold on, Ninja. Yeah. This is how Ninja Trader price action looks like at the current moment. And this is how it's been looking for like the past week. Yeah, this is the price action that I'm dealing with. But you know, the good part is that I don't actually have to look at Ninja Trader in order to trade. That's just an execution platform. So as usual, I'm going to be looking at whatever it is that we're seeing here on TradingView. Where is liquidity sitting? Where, yeah, I guess liquidity sits wherever it wants to sit. You know, liquidity, let's see, where's liquidity right now? I'm going to be marking out some of the liquidity areas right now. And then we're just going to see whatever price wants to do. You can also see that I have a lot of sort of like old drawings in here. I'm just trying to clean up my chart. Okay, we just took out this SMT by, I think this was yesterday's low or something like that. Sweep here. So we had a nice sweep above 42.26. So you guys can see the way price reacted from this. I think this was a daily. Yeah, exactly what I wanted to see. You guys can see how price reacted from after taking buy side liquidity above November 13th, around 42, 45, 42, 46. What I do believe, however, is that that's not an actual liquidity sweep. Because you see, we did have a nice close above the bodies of the candles here. And let's not forget that this push to the downside. So again, we're on the daily chart here. This push to the downside here was a reaction from a bearish unicorn on the daily chart. However, the obstacle that price has found in going lower was this bullish unicorn here on the daily chart. And then we started rallying up. And we did have a nice close, not just above the bodies of the candles here, which was the initial rejection from that bearish daily unicorn, but we also closed above the daily unicorn, the bearish unicorn. And right now, it seems to me that we are retesting that area with a potential intention of continuing to go higher. Also, if we're going to zoom in here, and I'll also drop to a smaller time frame and look at the same thing. But if we're zooming out, zooming in, we're going to see that price took out yesterday's low on gold, whereas on silver it did not do that. Let me just go ahead and make this SMT divergence a different color so that we can actually drop down to a smaller time frame and look at it. So we have price taking out yesterday's low on gold, and we have price not taking out yesterday's low on silver. After taking out yesterday's low on gold, we do have a nice rejection to the upside on the 1 hour chart. And I do like the way this 6 a.m. bullish FVG was formed in here. And if we look at the fact that it was overlapping the 4 a.m. bearish FVG on the 1 hour, then we can reach the conclusion that the bullish FVG is basically our balanced price range. What I do right now is I drop down to the 5-minute, and I would like to see price take out this sell side liquidity over here, which is also sort of like a smooth area. And I would not consider looking for any type of long setups until that would happen. So this is what I'd like to see right now. And we'll see whether we can get that. Also, I'm being mindful of the fact that we do have SMT sell side over here at the low of the London kill zone. So yeah, basically that's what I'd like to see. And I'm also going to be looking at a SMT, sequential SMT. So if we could sweep this area here on gold or on silver. We'll see. Honestly, I would rather have, or I'd rather see silver sweep out that area and not necessarily gold. The reason for that being that I want gold to be the stronger one. So if we're going to see gold reject from a bullish FVG here, it would make more sense that gold is the stronger one of the two pairs. So it would make more sense to look for long trades on gold. But obviously, I'm not giving up on the idea of longs on gold, even if gold's going to be the one to take out this area and also reject from that 1 hour bullish FVG. I just rather see silver being the one to take out this area over here. But we'll see. Truth of the matter is that right now I am not really interested in anything at the moment, unless I'm going to see some form of SMT divergence here. SMT divergence. So currently my bias is bullish. Would like to see gold take out, well, not gold necessarily. Like I said, I would like to see gold reject from here and not go further down, but we'll see. And if my idea of being long will fail and we're not going to get any sort of indication that price will start to move higher, then the next strong liquidity lower is probably going to be around here, 41, 46. But we'll see. Today's Tuesday. Okay, so we have gold sweeping out on that sell side area. Might not necessarily stop right there. Going to be a lot more interesting to see what type of price action we're going to see after 10:30 a.m. because that's when Q4 of the New York AM session will start. And we're either going to see price reversing or continuing. Yeah, we could be going for these lows here. So judging by the way price action looks like right now, I would definitely like to see this area being swept here by gold because it's already going deep into that bullish FVG. So I'd like to see it sweep this area. What's that? 4181. Create a lower low, but silver create a higher low. And the other scenario that we could be looking at is having an SMT divergence at the bodies of the candles, where we can already see that we have the SMT divergence at the bodies of the candles, meaning that gold is already, strongly closing under this area here, whereas silver is not. It's just rejecting from there. But we'll see because candles are not closed yet, and it's going to be more relevant what happens after 10:30. Okay, we had a nice touch of this. I don't know if I could call it a unicorn, but it's definitely an inversion. 510 bearish FEG on gold on the 5 minutes. That's an area I had marked, and we'll just see if we get any reaction from there. I also like the fact that silver is continuing to respect this area, from the perspective of the bodies of the candles. I'm going to mark out this bullish FVG here on the 15-minute. And let's see what the 1 minute is doing. Okay, so for now, no intention to start going higher. So I'm just going to keep on watching on the 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we can already see that the SMT at the bodies of the candles, at least here in the 5 minutes, is no longer viable because we do have silver also closing under this area here. So at this point, it's likely that we're going to see gold move under, what's that, 41.82, maybe even 41.81, maybe even sweep this area altogether. And who knows, maybe push a little lower to sweep out 41.67-ish. We'll see. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, we're taking out buy side, and right now price is definitely going for sell side. But we do need, either way, we do need some sort of SMT divergence. And in order for the SMT divergence to occur, to happen, to make sense, to exist, we do need to see one of the pairs going out for the lows here. And definitely gold seems to be the one that's weaker at this point. So it's likely we're going to see gold do that. Yep. Just the right kind of price action. Now, there's a lot of you at this point who might consider that you are missing out on the move. And I can assure you that there would have been no way possible, normal, repeatable, or even, how should I say, logic that you could have used in order to benefit from this bearish move. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you have to take things systematically, and you also have to take things in a way that you can actually reproduce them over and over again. So all the time you do need an SMT divergence. Let's say we would have considered that in here we had relatively, more like relatively equal highs on gold and rather like higher high on silver. And you would have considered that this is an SMT, even though it isn't, but let's say you would have considered that's an SMT. And you would have checked that out from your list. But just looking at an SMT divergence is not enough. You also need a balanced price range, which if we're looking at this move to the upside in here, and we would look for a bullish FVG and then a bearish FVG that overlaps that bullish FVG, so basically just a unicorn, you don't have that in here, okay? You don't have that in here. Like you could have said that, okay, we're looking at this bullish FVG here, and then we have this bearish FVG overlapping over there, and you would have waited for a push to that FVG or to that balanced price range to look for lower prices, which you did not get. If you're failing to look for such a thing, or if you're not getting such a thing, then you need to look for a breaker. The breaker is occurring over here, and you can definitely see that once price broke under that level, it did not come back for a retest. Therefore, you wouldn't have gotten a chance to enter. And all of this I'm talking about on the 5 minutes, because probably if we're going to drop down to the 1 minute, we would have seen some, like right now at least, we could see some hindsight opportunities that could allow us, that might have allowed us to take the entry. However, from what I'm seeing here, I would have wanted probably this bullish FVG to be inversed, you know, to be my balanced price range. We did not get that. I mean, yeah, we did get this FVG here, 941. However, price seemed to invalidate that and then move lower. And it just didn't even make sense for price to invalidate that with this push to the upside here, because there is no bearish FVG here to the left side. There is basically no reason why price might have gone up there except for the 925 bearish inversion, which you don't just trade based off of an inversion and that's it. Okay, so anyone who's saying, oh my God, I missed out on the move, just don't say that. Okay, I can assure you that your move is about to form as we speak. Okay, so don't despair. Don't believe that, oh, you missed the move, because trust me, you did not. So at this point, we're seeing exactly what we want to see. Okay, and what is that? What is it? What did we want to see, or what did I say that I want to see? What did I say at the beginning of the live stream that I want to see? I want to see a clear SMT divergence in between these two. I would have preferred, because my bias is long, I would have preferred to see gold being the stronger one, but that's fine. Even if I'm not seeing gold being the stronger one, in this case, gold being the one that creates a higher low and silver being the one that creates a lower low or an equal low, that's fine, okay? Because what I do want to see right now after this liquidity sweep is I want to see price on gold starting to move higher. And we do have this nice SMT divergence, and it's not just a regular SMT divergence, it's a sequential SMT divergence, which means that on one pair, price is taking out the lowest low on a previous quarter, whereas on the other pair, price is not taking out the lowest low on the previous quarter. So if we're looking at this low here, this is the lowest low on Q2. the 6-hour Q2. So it's basically London low, which is being taken out. And we're not seeing the same thing on silver. We're seeing silver respecting this area over here. And we have a clear SMT divergence at this point. Now, what we need right now is a unicorn long, some form of extra confirmation on the smaller time frames. I would prefer on the 5 minutes, but obviously any reversal starts from the smallest time frames and then it just continues to transition on to the higher time frames. So unless I'm going to see the 1 minute showing me a clear intention of wanting to move higher, I will not consider that the 5 minutes is ready to go higher, right? Because obviously, if I'm not seeing a clear intention to push higher right now on the 1 minute, obviously the 5 minutes it's not going to show that intention to push higher. Okay, so yeah, that's the logic, you guys. That's the logic. Now, you know what? I want to go back on the 5 minutes because I did a bad thing. I removed a line that I wanted to see here. Okay. 이걸 이제 Yeah, so I see, yeah, Ian asking, how's Monkey doing with his challenge? He's doing quite okay. He's actually been going back and forth. He's still in profit, but he's been going back and forth. Whereas, what I mean by this is that he's taking one trade which goes into profit, and it closes at take profit 1 to 2 risk reward, but then he takes a loss and that eats away half of his profit, or he takes a loss and then he makes a profitable trade which only brings him 0.6% profit for the day. Like, for example, for today, what Monkey did, hold on, I don't know, hold on, because I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, these are the 2 trades that Monkey took. I don't know how much you can see, but it had a losing trade on the Asia session. So that was after the new trading day opened. Minus 67 euro because the account is in euro. And then during New York, he took a short trade and ended up being $130, 30 euro in profit. So this is the losing trade. This is it took a long during Asia, which was a losing trade. And then it took a short on the London kill zone, which was a profitable trade. And you can see that for the day right now, it's 58 euro in profit. That's just 0.6% for the day. It's profitable, but it did not manage to pass the challenge yet, simply because it's been going back and forth. Like, it's making one trade which is profitable, and then another trade which is a losing trade eats away half of his profit, half of its profit. But it's absolutely fantastic. Like, it's very it's very consistent. It doesn't risk recklessly. Like, at this point, I just said, I'm going to let it do whatever it has to do. And I'm just not going to intervene absolutely whatsoever for no reason, because I really want to see real results without any type of manual intervention, because that's the purpose of automated trading. Just to let the automation do its thing. So for now, it did not pass on the challenge. I mean, it did pass on the first stage. However, with the second stage, even though it has to make half of the profit that it had to make during the first stage of the challenge, it's facing challenges. What can I say? But it's good because it's there. It's making progress, even though it's making slower progress than it did in the first stage. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's nothing going on at this point. I am wondering the amount of people that went long on this little push to the upside without actually having a real entry confirmation to go long. I'm actually wondering, like, how many people went long there. Just thinking, well, it's likely gonna reverse. But you don't know for sure unless you know for sure.
It's too dandelions, rustling leaves, just like in my childhood dreams. You're as delicate as a leaf, you don't know what you mean to me. I don't wanna lose you. It's too soon. I don't wanna lose you. It's too soon.
Yeah, you guys, at this point, we're likely headed for 41, 46 or around that area. Not sure we're going for the lows necessarily, but we'll see. Because right now it reads into the rejection block, but we'll see whether it's going to reject from here. Likely it's not going to do it. Like I said, don't let yourself tricked by the fact that you keep seeing gold drop, because you have to look at silver. And if you look at silver and you look at the two at the same time, you're going to see that silver seems to be the stronger one. And if silver is showing signs of strength, then we're likely looking at gold sweeping sell side. How much sell side it's going to sweep further, I have no idea. Literally no idea. In a moment, I'm going to see some relevant bearish SMT divergence going on. Then probably that's going to be the moment when I'm going to say, okay, I was wrong, and I don't think that we're going up anymore. We're likely to continue to, melt. But for now, I'm not saying this. Okay, guys, so what I don't want to see at this point, I don't want to see silver sweep this high and gold not being able to push above this high, gold being stuck inside this 5-minute bearish FVG. I don't want to see that, because if we see that, it means that we're going to be having an SMT divergence where silver would make a higher low, gold would make a lower low, which means that gold would be showing that it's weak. It's weak despite the fact that it's printing bullish candles. And if that happens, that means that we're actually going to push lower. Now, it's not a bad thing. The reason why I'm saying that I wouldn't want to see that happen is because if price will move under this area here, which it could be the next strong liquidity, depending on what happens right now. What's that? 41, 46. If this is going to be the next strong liquidity, it's likely that I'm not going to be able to take the reversal during New York AM session. And I might actually, or we might actually we might see the reversal coming during the PM session. And if that happens, you know, I'm not trading the PM session. I'm just literally not trading the PM session because it's very late here. Like PM session, when PM session starts, it's 9:30. It's 9 p.m. here in my country, and that's literally, it's just getting too late for me, and I just don't function properly. But yeah, if that happens, if we get that type of SMT divergence, also it wouldn't just be any type of SMT divergence. It would be a sequential SMT divergence where we would have Q2 taking out the high of Q1, which means that we had Q1 accumulating, we have buy side liquidity here, and if Q2 takes that out and then starts to reject, and at the same time we see gold getting stuck inside that 5-minute bearish FVG, then we're likely going to see price pushing lower. All right, guys. Let's see what it's doing here. All right, guys, so whatever happens now, it's going to be very important. Because we're seeing silver getting very close to that high. And we're seeing gold being still very far away from the same swing high. And just like I said, it's literally stuck inside this 5-minute bearish fair value gap.
FVG.
I like the way it's moving, you guys. But for an entry, like there was an entry here off of the 1119 bullish FVG. But for a 5-minute entry, I'd rather see price make a little pullback, at least come inside this balanced price range over here. This one. So we had the 1050 bearish FVG, and then we had the 1130 bullish FVG. I'm not sure if I'm going to see that. No. Okay, guys. Trying out longs with little risk here. My goodness. I'm probably going to take some partial at 1042 swing high, but I'm going to leave a big chunk like a runner. Yeah, if we push above the 1025 bearish FVG and we manage to close above it, I really need price to close above the 1025 bullish FVG, bearish FVG, because then it would turn it into a bullish unicorn. So we really need price to push above this level and close above it. Really need to see it do that. And right now, I really want this chunk of candles, 1139, 40, and 1141. I want those three, like that group of candles, I want those to act as a support, because that's my bullish breaker at this point. So I don't want price to see, it should not penetrate too much under the swing high, under the high of 1141 candle. Should not do that. Oh, sorry. So we want price to reject now and keep pushing higher. Come on. Yeah, it's not good. Don't like it. We at least need to see it push back above that what was that? I think 1141. Yeah, 1141 high, which is this bullish candle over here. At the same time, I also want to pay attention to where silver is reaching. Where is it going into? Where is it reaching into? Because, you know, it could still face obstacles. Oh, fuck, I don't like the way it's closing. It's really closing not back above 1141 high. It's not a swing high. It's the actual high of the 1141 M1 candle. I'm thinking whether it would be a good idea to secure stop loss at break even. It'd probably be. Yeah, just took me out, you guys. Took me out of break even with the spread. Unfortunately. And I really hope it's not going to be just that. Because that would be really such a bummer. No, this is not happening. No. You guys. Well, I guess it's going to be one of those days when it just is what it is. Okay, guys, unfortunately, I can't stay any longer. Well, to anyone who took this long and you're still in, I would say a good exit point is exactly 2R. No, not 2R, 3R. Because you're also reaching at the 50% level of this whole New York kill zone, New York AM session range. Unfortunately, it took me out at break even because it just went a little lower than in here, and it is what it is. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And you know, we're back in business as usual with the live trades. So thank you for being here. Wow. A lot of you guys, you had a lot of comments in here, didn't you? Lots and lots of comments. Let's see, what are some of you saying? Trend change in one. Oh yeah, okay, it's this guy. Have you ever compared SMT with gold, euro? No, I haven't. Actually don't see why I'd compare it with gold, euro, even though it sort of like makes sense, because you're thinking that if gold appreciates in value, then it should appreciate in value no matter what other pair you're putting it against. So it doesn't matter if you're putting it against the dollar or if you're putting it against euro. And you are pretty much right. However, let's not forget that the dollar and the euro are two opposing powers, two opposing financial powers. So we might actually see gold appreciating in value in regards to the US dollar and staying somewhere in the middle zone compared to the euro. So it wouldn't really make sense for me. I don't know, it's just in my head. How long have you been trading? A lot of years. I think I've lost count. You only trade gold? Yes, I only trade gold. Yeah. Okay, guys. So like I said, I'm going to call it a day. 12-12 bullish FVG looks pretty nice for a, you know, for price to act, you know, for that busy to continue acting as support. But we would need to see a nice expansion coming next. And, you know, just push above 1201 swing high, which is probably what we're going to see. But yeah. Okay, well, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And thanks for being here. Hope you learned something, by the way. Bye.